Hi, welcome back to Ravenheart 2025. We have just finished our screening of Sinky Lee's A Rare Grand Alignment, and we are so fortunate today to be joined by actor Kristofer Hivju, who plays a significant part in the movie, and cinematographer Jon Christian Rosenlund. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Rare Grand Alignment, what can you tell us about the movie and your character?
Well, it's about three American boys who gets a last trip on a gondola, and I help them. My character is Øyvind, who helps them, like guides the gondola, and something happens. I think I spoiled what happened in my presentation, and
Yep.
as soon as I saw the movie that I should not say that because then I took away all the mystery. So I'm not gonna say it here. I'm gonna shut up.
Yep, no spoilers. Yep. So this movie has an interesting soundtrack, which also plays an important part. It's almost a character in itself, and that is London Calling by The Clash. Could you tell us more how it came to be?
Well, I think when I read the script, it was already there. It was like I think it fits perfectly. It's I must say a highlight of the movie. No, it's that vibe from the 80s, and and this like anarchistic feel. So yeah, it was fun to shoot that.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting because Sinky Lee played the bellboy in Jim Jarmusch Mystery Train, which also has Joe Strummer, the singer from The Clash, in a small part.
Wow.
Yeah. So probably a connection there, maybe, because I saw there was in the end credits there is a thank you from Sinky to Joe Strummer.
You probably got that song pretty cheap.
So how did you get involved with the project?
No, this is Nordic movies.
Yep.
Nordisk Film is like one of the. It's many producers on it, but like they are involved in it, and I've worked with Jon Einar before, and so we showed me the script, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, that was the start of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you play, there is a very good cast there. In addition to you, you have Roman Griffin Davis from Jojo Rabbit, and you have Gustav Skarsgård, also a very, basically the most underrated of the Skarsgårds, in my opinion.
He did a great job. I
How
think.
was it working with that cast, and especially the kids?
No, they were, they say working with kids is like working with cats, and they behaved like cats or maybe dogs, and that's the bit of the feel of the movie and how they're instructed, like because they're like just a mass of water or bones who just talks in each other's mouths, and it's just a bit chaotic, the whole thing, but they were full of life, and yeah, they're probably we're gonna see more of them.
Yeah, this is more a question to the both of you because this film is shot in a very particular way and a very particular method. Could you explain more?
Yeah, it is. Maybe it's a little bit sad to say anything about that, but I mean it's shot mostly, I think 95% in a studio, where it's a so-called lead volume.
Yep.
And they've told me that this is the first feature that had shot almost the entire film in a lead volume.
It's not gonna be the last.
No, I don't think so.
Yep.
No, and so for me it was a crash course in something, and I had to call all my friends all over the world to see what are we doing as people who have done bits and pieces of this before on Star Wars in Germany on this kind of. So I was lucky to have friends that knew more than me about this, so I could learn a lot in a short time, and because I was in charge of trying to put this together so it looks real. It's lead volume, and just to say a little bit about that, it's a studio, and you have big TV screens all over you, kind of. So everywhere you see the real thing, also in a way. It's not like a green screen that people have seen before. It's like when you look out the window, you see something that's kind of it is what it is. It's kind of you shoot and it's no post-production.
Yeah, because it was popularized, especially during the COVID, and the best example of it is The Mandalorian, the Star Wars TV series.
Exactly.
And a lot of actors have says that it's easier, especially with special effects, to act using these. How were your experience working with this modern technology?
Well, I come from the theater, and when you do theater, it's a lot of audience there, so it's all fake anyway. So if it's a green screen or an audience, but I must say that it felt extremely real to stand in there. I've been a lot in the mountains. I have been in a lot of gondolas, and it felt extremely. It's like I could smell the snow, and my urge for quick lunch was extreme. I must say it was. I loved to work with it, and then you have the circumstance of a studio makes everything. Well, we can only shoot for 5 hours a day because of the kids.
Yep.
But still,
Yep.
felt it was great.
Yeah, because you told an interesting story about the financing while we're into technology, because this was partly financed by a gamer.
Well, you know more about him, Mikko.
Yeah, Mikko is a very famous gamer, and he started. Oh, I forgot the name of the company, but one of the most famous gaming companies in Finland. And he sold it, and he had two dreams in his life. One was to make a famous game, and one was to make movies. So now he's into his second kind of dream, to make movies. And I think he got a lot of money because of this when he sold his company. So he wanted to use this money to make movies. And that's what he do now. Yes, he have a big, very successful company in Finland doing movies, and I think this was his first.
Yeah, because it's also.
more movies?
Sorry.
He's making more movies.
Oh yes, they are doing a lot now, and a lot of Norwegian films. Not a lot, but some Norwegian films are going there to use this volume because their technology is now really high end, because they really learned a lot about this by doing this movie. They really got it into their face, and they didn't sleep for 20 days, I think.
So because one interesting fact that it's a lot of the scenes that are being projected on the volume is not CGI, it's real footage, including, without coming with too many spoilers, there is a pivotal scene with the Northern Lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I think that's, at least for me, very important when I fake. You have to, so there must be something that is real. And for me, the gondola had to be real, and the background had to be real, because the more you fake, the less you will believe in it. At certain place, it feels just like an animation or something that is not. So yes, all the plates are done in Norway with a big camera that could shoot 180 degrees. So we had kind of 3 cameras shooting at once on a big camera that could, I would call it a drone. So we were simulating the whole trip with a drone with 3 big cameras in Norway.
Oh.
In a place that kind of so the place that you see in the movie is actually existing.
Yeah. So no CGI.
No.
No. So you have now watched the film for the first time. What do you think about it?
Well, I really enjoyed it. I think it's Sinky. I think it's very personal for him. I don't think that happened, but I think something similar happened. I don't know. This is theory, but he said something about it, so it's personal for him, and I think the boys did a great job. No, I can't say anything because I'm going to spoil it.
Yeah. Did Sink mention any inspirations? Because I personally, when I saw the film, I thought it was very Stephen King-like, especially when you think about his novels and the film adaptations.
Stuff,
yeah, and like Stand By Me. Did he mention anything about any inspirations?
Well, you know that.
No, I don't.
Oh.
No, but I think Sinky have seen a lot of movies in that direction. So yes, and of course there are.
Yep. As we have a bit of an audience here, Anybody has do anybody have a question? Yeah.
It was a beautiful film, by the way. The scenes with the kids felt very natural, and it felt kind of improv. Was there a lot of improvisation, or did they stick to the script? And how did you find acting with that? How did you shoot with that?
No, that was also something that for me, it was important that I had Martin, Norwegian cinematographer. He was my operator. That was very important because I had to sit behind a big television screen to just watch and see, does it look real? So he was there with the kids, and he's very good handheld operator. And for me, it was important that they had the freedom to improvise. So we did it again and again in different ways, and they could kind of play. And that's what you said, it kind of chaosly. Yes, it was a little bit chaos inside because they were all over the place. But that also hopefully gave a feeling of authenticity being there with them. And because when you're doing so much fake in the gondola in the studio, at least the camera should be alive. At least it would kind of hopefully cover some of the fake by some real presenting being there with them, not staging the camera too much. So yes.
Definitely worked, yeah.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Scenes that you were dead on the floor, they were shot in just one day, or you just have to go back to the studio several times again and lay down there like that?
Well, the thing is that when we were about to shoot this, I just did a movie called Red One in the US, where they made a full prosthetics of my body.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Yeah. So and that and in that movie, Red One, I was like they made this huge bodysuit to make me look bigger than Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
And he looked very small when I stood beside him. I needed some help though. What I did was that I made them send the cast of my entire body, and I did scannings as well. Did we? You remember? Yeah. At least we figured it out, and they made a doll.
Kristofer, Jon Christian, thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for attending. I hope to see you in future editions of Ravenheart.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice
Thank you.